you, thanks for that. Okay, now we're on to Emmett's dad. Hopefully you'll give him a good kicking.
Yeah, well, like the all here. I hope you all enjoy yourself and good night. Let's go back around into our family. We have something well there. I don't know what to say about Emmett.
A few things.
He's a little bit different. Going back to when Em was 2, you could never keep him in the car. Not one point. Eventually he broke all the rungs out of the car. I had to put chipboard into it. Sit there. And then he went out and jumped off the roof of the car and broke it off. I said, can't keep him. Then had to bring him to the hospital. Get him patched up. He said, at least we got a few nights sleep tonight before. But the second night he got out, he was in one leg. And he came up and battered me in the head. With the plaster pass, he got half his leg. And that's true. I didn't get any sympathy anyway. All I was told, grab him, don't have him standing on his broken leg. So we had to go into the hospital at 4 o'clock in the morning again. Got fixed up again. But that was when he was 2. So I couldn't keep him in the car when he was 2. I can't keep him out the shed now when he's in his 30s. No matter what you want to do, Emmett has it. Right? What you want to do is spray it. Check the forecast. Rain spreading from the west. That's enough. But go down, get the sprayer out of the shed.
Go on.
Press the sprayer. Emmett has it. And by the time I get out of Kensington and back, it probably won't be raining. That's it. You can't do nothing today. Of course, if we told them there's weeds in the bank, you can do that. But then we go, get the barrel, weed barrel. So then, where's the weed barrel? Anyway. The last place the weed barrel was seen was at an electric picnic. He did buy a lawnmower. The only reason why he bought it, he couldn't get the hours into the back of his feet. We still wouldn't change him.
You tried.
And Verona might change, tell you him. I hope you all enjoy yourselves and have a good night. I will see some of you in Donny's hopefully tomorrow. And cheap as fucking I am, so well. So.
Next up, the man of the moment. All 4'10", and pockety fingers.
On behalf of Verona and myself, we'd like to welcome you all here to Ballinwood Castle. So sit back, relax, and get ready for 3.5 minutes of romantic stories about Verona. Stretched over a 2-hour speech. If anybody is need to use the bathroom and they're thinking of holding off until after the speech, good luck. First off, I'd like to thank Ciara Carlin. Where are you? Where is she? Come here, you.
Come on.
Come here. This woman has been absolutely amazing. From our very first meeting with Kira, right up to today, she's been absolutely amazing. And I have to say, hand on her, fair play to you for allowing this gypsy wedding going in. Nobody else will take us. And I tell you this, it's going to be fierce quiet in the halls inside tonight. As I see everybody's here. Next, actually, come here, Kira. We just have a little gift for your hard work. Thrown if you do the honours.
Thank you so much, guys. A pleasure. Thank you very much.
It's a discount for a target. Next, I would like to thank the bridesmaids that had the corona today. And I have to say, the three of them look absolutely stunning. Now, it says in my notes here that I'm not allowed to slag the bridesmaids.
No, they are snags.
So I won't. Next, I would like to thank my parents for taking 35 years of pure Guantanamo Bay torture from me. My folks have been amazing, absolutely supporting me in everything I've ever done. They say eventually we will all turn out just like our parents. So for me, I'm looking forward to it. Becoming a chilled out raver like my mum. And a moany Victor Meldrew like my dad. Over the years, they've said the same thing to me over and over. Where the heck did we get you from? We definitely picked up the wrong baby. But there are two clear-cut pieces of evidence that I'm theirs. One, my mother's smothering good looks and modesty. Two, I'm also useless at golf. But I have to say, they've been absolutely brilliant. I've learned so much from them. They've been great teachers. Like from a man who to me is the best cook in the world. There's nothing she can't do with a can of baked beans. But she's passed on her culinary skills onto me, and I have to say that I have my cooking skills on par with Gordon Ramsay. Well, the swearing part anyway. But she's got a great sense of humour, and I think that's where I get mine from. So if you don't like this speech, you can blame her. As for my dad, he got me into the ponies as a kid, the horses and the hunting, which I still do today. He got me into the football at an early age. And I tell you this, there's no better man to instill hatred into Dublin footballers. But he's taught me loads of other stuff, like he even taught me how to ride my first bike. That was last weekend. Smashed it. So thank you both from the bottom of my heart for everything you've ever done, for stocking up your fridge every time I come home. My folks, ladies and gentlemen. Next, I would like to thank the three wise men to my right here. First to the best man, Rob, whose birthday it is today.
Here's to you, Rob.
He's 68. So I got him a little present.
I thought it was a kiss.
Now, Rob, I think a person of your generation will appreciate these kinds of stuff. It's a bag of Werther's Originals. But for a man of his age, he did organise the best stag ever in Berlin. His words, not mine. A big shout out to the Dirty Dozen who came along to Berlin. You know who you are, you filth bags. Secondly, I would like to thank Trevor Farrell here. There will be no wedding today only for this man because he introduced me to Verona. Only for him, I would be sat at home right now, in my jocks, eating Pop-Tarts and watching Babe Station. And thirdly, I'd like to thank my big brother Ian for everything he's ever done for me, especially for the near-death beatings while growing up. That experience will come in handy when the domestic violence kicks in tonight. She's a lot stronger than she looks. Groomsmen, ladies and gentlemen. Now to my new family, the Ormsbys. Let's kick off with the boss of the family. Imelda the Feeder Ormsby. We should send this woman to Africa instead of Bob Geldof because she'll solve the world's hunger problems with her mighty feeds. No matter if you're family, friends, Jehovah's Witness, or even a stray cat, you will be fed until you explode. I remember my first feeding in the Ormsby Zoo. She actually used a shovel. Massive starter, main, dessert. Actually, the meal today was the leftovers from that meal. From that day on, I came to realise that Mrs. Doyle here doesn't understand the words, no thanks, I'm full. But she's a great woman. She brought 2 wonderful daughters, and there'd be nothing without you. I never met Rona's dad Leslie, who passed away, but I reckon he'd be so proud of the trees, how he stuck together and came out stronger than ever. And that's what family is all about, being there for each other. I'd like to take this... I'd like to take this opportunity to mention Rona's Auntie Mary, who passed away 4 months ago. She was really looking forward to today and is sorely missed. So I'd like everybody to grab a glass, stand up, and raise your glass to Mary, please.
Mary.
You can all sit down now. I would like to thank Eddie Neville here for all the help today. Eddie is a great man for stories. He spent over 40 years working for the Semi-State Department on Chagas.
Working?
So, he's a bit like Uncle Albert out of Only Fools and Horses, telling wartime stories when he starts with, "During on Chagas." He likes to dabble with the stock market too, so he's a great man for financial advice. He's our very own Gordon Gekko, our Wolf of Wall Street. Lesha, I'd like to thank you especially for helping Verona today. Verona's baby sister, who she loves and worships with every ounce. I always believe if you only have one sister like Verona has, or one brother like I have, it's important to stay close to them as you grow up, as you never know when you might need that kidney. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the main event of the night, is what is all paid your ticket for, the wife. Who looks absolutely beautiful. You know that saying, the blushing bride? Well, I have a new saying, she's some ride of a bride. When I was younger, I always believed that for me to find a wife, I would have to travel out foreign, to the outer regions of Longford, Cavan, Louth. But no, I found her in the same place my father discovered my mother, in Navan. I remember it was like yesterday. Trevor was down in the Ponderosa for a few drinks, and we were watching this programme on Sky One called Booze Britain, where I showed these scantily dressed young ones locked out of their minds, falling all over the place. Then a voice went off in my head and said, "That's right, there's loads of drunk women out there, I better get me coat." So after a few more drinks, we strolled into Navan via taxi, of course, and we went into a bar called Lights, where Trevor ran into a couple of old friends of his, and As we were drinking away, all of a sudden, this board caught my eye at the bar. Legs up to her armpits, locked. Could barely stand up, spilling drink all over the place. But Verona was standing beside her. I was introduced to her, and the first thing I noticed was her big, beautiful eyes. She was stunning. Now, before I tell you the next part, I have to explain that Verona was at the dentist that day and had 2 teeth pulled. So she was still a bit groggy from the procedure. Anyway, as I was talking to her, I knew something was wrong by the way she was talking. I was thinking, man, somebody's after spiking her drink. She's totally gone. This is gonna be like shooting fish in it. So she eventually explained about the dentist, and she was driving and drinking 7-Up. And as she described the procedure scene by scene, I was thinking, you play your cards right. You've got a free taxi home tonight. But if I pulled her now, I'd have to buy her 7-Up for the night. So Trevor and I made our excuses and left, knowing full well she was heading down to the Solar nightclub afterwards. So Trevor and I left, went for a few pubs, and ended up in the Solar that night, met up with Verona and her friends, and continued where we left off. At the end of the night, we left the club. I offered to be a gentleman and walk her to her car. Free taxi, free taxi. Now, she was parked at the far side of the town, so I offered her to buy her some fine dining in Abracadabra. It's the least I could do, as she was driving me all the way to Kentstown. She just didn't know it yet. So after spending a bloody fortune on an Abracadabra, and there was nothing wrong with her teeth at that stage. We left the place and continued into the car park, where Verona opened the car door and turned to me. I closed my eyes and made my move. When I opened my eyes again and see, she'd already gone in the car park. Leave me there in the freezing cold, no number, no lift, no shift. I had unfinished business with this girl, so I sent out the hounds to hunt her number down, and I got her. I gave her another phone call, and I offered her another fine dining experience she would never forget. Early bird special, China Garden. No expense was spared. We were seated upstairs. Verona ordered a special curry, and I had the chicken chow mein. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I got Barry White in her ass. I took her hand, I leaned over my chicken chow mein, and I said, in my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. I can't stop now. I've travelled so far from Kentstown to change this lonely life. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. And you know what? She fucking did. So after 5 years, I completed the vetting process. She got the all clear from Interpol. And I thought it was time to take the plunge. I had a few ideas what way I was going to do it. Hot air balloon right over Navan. The sight of Park Tolkien football pitch alone would have sealed the deal. But she doesn't like heights. Another idea was to bring her to a Michelin star restaurant and have violin players serenade her as I popped the question. But she would have got suspicious of me actually bringing her out to dinner in the first place. So I decided I was going to do a Christmas Eve when Brown was at work. I lit 600 tea light candles on the floor around the Christmas tree saying, Verona, will you marry me? That's probably going to go, oh. It took me 3 hours to set up, and the one time I wanted her home, on time, she was 45 minutes late. The heat in the room was unreal. It was like a song. So she eventually turned up on the door. I was standing at the door, and I frog marched her in the door, up the hall, into the kitchen, and into the furnace of love. I got down on one knee and I popped that question. And just as she said yes, the smoke lamp went off. Now this smoke alarm has a voice warning, like a vocal warning. So as Verona said yes, all I heard was danger, danger, danger. But I stand here before you all today to tell you how much I love this woman, and all I want to do is make her happy. To me, the greatest sound in the world is the sound of Verona laughing. It just doesn't get better than that. And I promise you right here, right now, I will try and make you laugh every day. You are the most beautiful person I've ever met, on the outside, but most important on the inside. You go out of your way to have family and friends, and you wear your heart on your sleeve, and that's what I love most about you. You know, everybody in this room, even the people you've just met today, are lucky to have you in their lives. But the most important thing is that you're in my life, and I get to take you home. Forever and ever and ever. You're so easy going, so easy to live with, so easy to talk to. Life without you is no life at all, and I love the shit out of you. I think Shakespeare once said, you're like a Gillette razor. Not that you cut the face off Art Thou or anything like that, it's that you're the best a man can get. So I'd like everybody to grab their glasses, be upstanding, raise your glass to the most beautiful bride, Verona. If anybody can tell, but Verona and I kind of like the TV show The Sopranos. Just kind of. And there's probably people in this room that don't know anything about the show, but just let me quickly explain. It's based on this New Jersey mobster, Tony Soprano, who claims to be a kind of waste management consultant, and he has a family, and he suffers these blackouts, he takes Prozac, and he also co-owns a strip club called the Bada Bing. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, that dance floor will become the Bada Bing strip club. Now, we tried getting some stripper poles in for you, but for insurance reasons we're not allowed. But what do I see before me? 4 sturdy pillars. Need I say more, ladies? As for the guys, I hope to see you later on with your ties tied around your head, power sliding across the floor with your air guitar, getting carpet burns on your knees while singing into a half-drunken bottle of Smart voice. If all that happens, we could be in for a cracker of a night. You know, a party is only as good as the people who are there. And I want to thank every single person in this room for being here to join myself and Verona for this party of a lifetime. You know, especially the people who've travelled from overseas, we really appreciate it. But the 2 people that we really have to thank is the mothers, aka the Imeldas. Without their love and support, this day could not be possible. And we have a little gift for the 2 of you to show how much we appreciate your hard work. Only if you can do the honors. Now we know you 2 girls love your clubbing, so we've got you 2 tickets to Ibiza. I'm only messing, it's only Napa. We're not made of money. Okay, near the end. Thank you for keeping up with me. Now, before I hand you over to the best man, I need some audience participation for this next part. Because it's his birthday, when I introduce Rob, I need everybody in the room, and I mean everybody, to boo him like he's a pantomime villain. Without further ado, make some noise for your one and only Robert Gleho.
Whoever had 2 hours and 5 around his speech, please come to the top table. Oh, gee, hell, I met Emmett a long time ago. We worked together, partied together. A lot of partying, not so much working. He's always friendly out, he's always smiling, he's always in a good humour. You give him a shout, he go out for a drink. Over the years, he's become nicer, funnier, better looking even. And that's just by hanging around with me. We all know V's, top girl, we all know that. But I'll say it anyway. It's an emotional day for me. I've never been asked to be best man before, ever. I mean, what the fuck? I'm fucking great. And when Emma asked me, he was emotional. Tears. Crying. He had just polished out the tour bottle of Blue Moon. And it was too late to take it back, so here I am here today. Today is a wonderful day. A wonderful day for me because he asked me to be best man. A wonderful day for him because he's marrying the girl of his dreams. Now, not the dreams he was having when he was 15. I mean, he's not marrying twins from Sweden who are gymnasts. Well, you know what I mean. Known V, you know, got to meet her on a couple of quick nights out, bit of chit-chatting. We all went on holiday over in Berlin, and that's when I really got to know her. You know, she's smart, funny, an ability to horse flat kill that I've never seen before. Ridiculous. I thought she was spilling the bottle. Talking away, getting to know her. Called Emma over, and I says, dude, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. And I remember, like it was yesterday, I looked him in the eye. I says, dude, you ain't ever going to do better than her. Look at her. She's really good looking and sound. Look at you. You're out of state. You're a mess. I says, your pockety fingers, your crankiness. I mean, do you really want to end up with Big Tracy from the Chipper? It's great for the free tree and once, but not for life. And I must have made an impact. Because he didn't fuck it up. Now, I didn't get to speak to V much more that night, because Emma had to put her to bed at 8. And 20 minutes later, I was pinned to the ground by some high security fence and they telling me. But that's Berlin for you. We went back to Berlin for the stag. Obviously, I can't really talk about what happened over there. Alan, just sitting over there. I just want to say to you, what happened to you over there, I will take to the fucking grave. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to wrap things up now. You know, it's difficult for guys to say what they mean, getting the emotion out, saying what's on your heart. That's tough for a man to do, you know? I just did a little poem, and I think the poem will get across what I'm thinking, get across what most of the men here are thinking, because it can be hard to say it, but if you just dig deep, you can say it. It's called What Is Love? What is love? What is it, love? Is love beer? I love beer. somebody get me a beer. That concludes the speech.